Now that we've talked about different types of data, categorical, discrete, and continuous, we want a way of describing or displaying that data graphically. Okay, because usually if you are able to display it in a graph, it's much more meaningful, easier for people to grasp. People like the visual. So really, we're going to talk about four main types of graphs. These are all graphs that you have seen before in some way, shape, or form. Now we're just going to connect types of data that best fit into those graph types. So the first one here in our first row is called a bar graph. It doesn't matter if the bar graph is either vertical or horizontal, they both apply. And then there's a diagram example here of the nicest fruits. We've got some respondents of people who have said they like apples, oranges, bananas, etc. Okay. Again, when you look at the type of data, a bar graph is capable of displaying both categorical and discrete data. So for example, in this particular situation, the categorical data is the type of fruit. That's listed on the bottom there. Okay. The discrete data, the actual number, the whole numbers, is that piece that's on the side. Okay, that's the number of people. Okay, so the categorical data is the green, and the discrete data happens to be in the blue. Sorry. So again, generally speaking, your categorical data goes along your horizontal axis, and your discrete data generally goes along your vertical axis. Okay. So examples of when this type of data is displayed, it could be favorite color, favorite subject, favorite TV show, movie, car type, etc. Okay, so bar charts are really useful for a combination of both categorical and discrete data. The next one down, the next row here, is for what we call a histogram. Okay, and in a histogram, you have things that fall within a range, and usually we're measuring something. So in this case, we're measuring tree heights in this particular example diagram. Okay, and so because it's a measure of a range, it's continuous data. Okay, so what we have here on the bottom in this area, we have the heights of different trees. Okay, so the tree could be between 100 and 150 centimeters. It could be between 150 and 200 centimeters, between 200 and 250 centimeters, etc. Okay, and then vertically, it tells us the number of trees that falls into each one of those height ranges. Okay, and so this happens to be continuous data. And so really common ways of seeing this particular information would be examples of height, weight, age, money is possible. So the number of people that earn between $20,000 and $30,000, the number of people that earn between $30,000 and $40,000, etc. Okay. You're somewhat familiar with a histogram because actually you guys did, or you would have done in grade 9 geography, you would have done a horizontal histogram when you looked at population pyramids. Okay, so you have used histograms before. If we continue to look on, we see line graphs. Okay, we're all familiar with line graphs, and they are also a really good way of showing continuous data. Okay, there's no break. They just keep going. Doesn't matter if it's a broken line graph or a smooth line graph. They show a continuous set of data. Okay, so again, good situations for this could be weight, money, something happening over a change of time. So usually something starts early on the left-hand side of the data, and then as you move to the right, you're going, more and more time has elapsed. Okay, so line graphs are also really good ways of showing continuous data. The final thing that I want to quickly highlight here is the idea of a pie chart. Okay, pie charts are really good for showing both categorical and statistical data. Okay, when you're comparing percentages against a whole. So again, favorite color, favorite subject, you could both use a pie chart for this. Okay, and in fact, pie charts and bar graphs are oftentimes interchangeable. Okay, and so both will display the same type of data. It's just a matter of personal preference, whether you like the pie chart or you like the bar graph. Okay, but both of them will do that. So just a quick synopsis, pie charts and bar graphs are really good for displaying categorical and discrete data. and histograms and line graphs are really good for showing continuous data.